Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kirbside podcast. I am your host, Jay Kirby, joined here as always, my lovely co-host, the Mistress of Macabre, the Scream Queen bee herself, Britt. And joining us this evening is good friend of the show, pro wrestler extraordinaire, the diligent one, the kingpin himself, Corey Dillinger. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it is I, the diligent one, aka the next kingpin of professional wrestling, Corey Dillinger, blessing this podcast, and I'm enjoying every bit of it. You should have heard some of the stories before we went on air. Just saying.
So before we get started, as always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, hit that little subscribe button on your YouTube app so you don't miss an upload. There's also a little bell, this tiny little bell. Don't forget to click the bell. And we are also on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, and so many more. So do not miss out. So
you'll be very sorry you did.
Yes, you will. Especially when we're bringing you interviews with Corey Dillinger.
Duh.
Oh, like
so Corey,
me.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me here. To be honest, thank you very much.
So, for those who don't know, Corey, where you're a pro wrestler. You and I met through the GTS, and we had a couple run-ins on the Indies. Where'd you get your start with pro wrestling?
So honestly, I started pro wrestling at the age of 26. I started pretty late. I'm 33 now, so my 7th-year anniversary is coming up.
Oh, wow.
So I started in New Jersey, of course, with Gino Caruso at East Coast Professional Wrestling. Did pretty well there. Bust my ass, showed my progress. No matter how my age is, I could still get the job done. And within the first 2 years, I decided to branch it off. And I've been to places like UW Elite, One CW in Delaware. I've been to Maine my first few years. And of course, later down the line, I got the GTS where I met you, my good friend Curb. Like I know it's funny. I can't call you Kirby anymore. I just call you Curb. It's just like my own little first thing. I call you Curb.
That's all right.
And and of course I have expanded, but that's how I started. Technically, my first 3 years were, of course, how everybody say, the rough times. I'm gonna try to keep it PG for once. It's the rough times, and so that's how it is.
I mean, I've been there. I've had a pretty start-stop career myself. I had one gimmick that I was super dedicated to, and then I was like, I'm done with this. Started over. That one didn't go. The next one didn't go so well, and then I found the Jay Kirby persona that.
So what were those two? Now you gotta be careful. You didn't share.
I was interviewing you. Okay.
Wait. Is the first gimmick the one I know about?
Yes. For everyone who doesn't know, Jay Kirby's first gimmick was CJ Spencer, one half of Nerd Nation. I was part of a nerdy tag team.
It's awesome.
What?
Straight Revenge of the Nerds. The glasses with the tape on the bridge.
No.
Protector.
This is what we're gonna do with you, man. When I get to a certain place, I need to make my faction. I'm gonna ask you for your service, but I'm not gonna ask for Kirby. I need Spencer's service. I need the one. I need. My whole point is to make Spencer become Kirby.
Oh man,
the smart man who comes swag with smarts. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
But yeah, I had that gimmick. I had a lame mask gimmick that I ran for a little bit that didn't really get over, and then I finally found my own footing with Jay Kirby. I found what worked for me. So when you got started, Corey, did you have any kind of gimmick like that where you thought this was going to be a great idea and then it just kind of didn't go somewhere, some test gimmicks, if you will?
So here's a funny thing: when you work under a school, you might have your own character, but the company has a character for you first start.
Oh yeah.
So since technically I run off of two personas, or two names now, other than the Kingpin. That's going right now. This is a leak. It's going to come out later in the future. I used to be known as Bad News Dillinger, and I used to hate it so much because all he would do is just make me resemble as if I was Bad News Brown. And at the time, I thought it was an insult. Like, yo, that's not my character. That's not me. That's not what I want to present. Yes, I'm a bad dude. Yes, I can put people down. I have a boxing background similar to Bad News Brown's, jiu-jitsu or judo body background. But at the time, I didn't like it. And as I got older and more seasoned, I realized I didn't deserve that name because I didn't earn what he's done, in my personal opinion. Even though everybody has their own flavor and their own type of salt. So either way, it's going to be seasoned no matter what. But then I started arguing. I shoot the Dillinger name on live television. So like, instead of me axing, I decided to get very aggressive. And on the shoot, from the promoter to the camera guys, all that stuff, they announced me as Corey Dillinger in the interview as the Bad News. And I literally did a shoot promo on the fly. It's actually separate on my YouTube account. I still have pride of saying what I've done. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't listen. So I kept going. So I was like, okay, y'all still gonna call me Bad News? Mm-hmm. That's fine. So I remember one time I won and they said Bad News Dillinger. I took the mobile cam and said, let you know, Bad News is dead. This is not Bad News. This is the diligent one. I work hard for what I want. And I don't care who takes it. And it's like, I had to force my name in there to the point where finally the promoter came to me and said, why you didn't say anything? I'm like, really? How many times I try to talk to you and you blow me to the side because you're busy?
Right.
So I had to make it in my own hands. And it works. Technically, he still calls me Bad News. but I have argued with it to now. As long as he add the diligent one, I'm okay. And then who knows? He doesn't know about this Kingpin character that I'm developing. So once he hears that, he might be going like, "Ooh, even better," and then just leave it that way. So that's my story about how I had to fight the gimmick of Dillinger, of the diligent one, Corey Dillinger, in the mix.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I can see where I can see it. I like it. I like it a lot. So
thank you.
You said you had a boxing background. How did you get? Well, first off, how did you get into boxing, and then how did you make that transition into pro wrestling?
Well, actually, my transition was actually through basketball.
Okay.
To be honest, but when I was younger, I'll be honest, I was bullied. Mm-hmm. For my size, I wasn't the most attractive guy. I was a Huxley kid all the way through, and I used to get in a few fights where I knew how to take a guy down, but I didn't know how to punch somebody from the shut up. So I decided to do boxing lessons at my rec center. But the guy saw how I was light on my feet. I was a heavyweight, and I'm a lefty that's boxing righty. Well, I thought that was weird, but he said, "No, that's a special thing." And I'm like, mm-hmm. Okay. So he was trying to convince me to compete in Golden Glove boxing. And mind you, I'm 15, 16 years old. So if I'm at the weight I was 15, 16 years old, which I think was actually 180, which is pretty hefty, even though I was somewhat tall, it was pretty hefty. That's the size of grown men that are like 20, 22, 23. Right. So I'm going to be fighting guys that age. So the city had to vote me in because my mom, God rest her soul, she had aneurysm, stroke, and amnesia, so she couldn't really speak on my behalf on certain things. So I got voted 49, 51 no to participate. So I basically became a disqualified Golden Glove boxer. But when I got older, I attempted again, but then the competition for my weight class was not there. Like, because they were saying they need a super heavyweight because I was already up in that weight class. Mm-hmm. They didn't have anybody. So I just did a few expeditions and just worked on my craft. But basketball was my main thing. Hence why they voted no, because the next 2 years after, we won championship after championship with me involved. So that's how that was.
Wow.
And that you're talking about basketball championships, is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I am. Okay. Wow. You sounds like It's actually really awesome that sports or some sort of sporting event has always just been a part of your life. But, and this is something that I tend to ask everybody, was wrestling like ever part of your game plan, like for later in life? Like when you said you didn't get involved with it until 26, like what were you doing like prior to that? Like did you have a certain career move that you wanted to make, or what? Like kind of take us through that. Like what was going on in the mind of the Diligent One?
All right. Well, simple. When I was younger, of course, I was a wrestling fan. I love what I saw. You know, from Big Boss Man, Macho Man Randy Savage, the '90s era, it drew to me. You know, but in my town, I thought they had a wrestling team, but they didn't have a wrestling team, and plus they didn't have professional wrestling for young kids. Even though they're throwing shows in my town that I never knew of until I got older, and I'm like older in my 20s, and that was like when I was a kid time frame. But in my town, only thing they promoted for us was either basketball, football, baseball. And I played Little League. It was cool. So all of that was basketball, football. I did football. They had a weight limit at the time frame. I remember wearing a garbage bag every day for practice, eating fish every day, learning how to run a mile, doing push-ups that I couldn't even do before. And that built me. Like, I never regret that. That built me. Did I make the team for all my hard work? Nah, but because of my weight, it was only because of my weight, not because of my effort. It was because of my weight.
Right.
They had rule regulations,
and that's rough.
I wasn't even crying, but I wasn't even crying when I found out. But I was like in my in my emotions. And the lineman coach and I think another coach pulled me to the side and said, "Corey, you are the most inspiring person we've ever met in our last 5 years of doing this program. You could not run. You could not do a push-up. You could not sprint without passing out. And you got to the point where you can hit a mile. You can bust out 10, 15 push-ups with no questions asked. And you can sprint just as hard as anybody else. We prayed that we was going to let you have it, man. They just hoped that I came back next year and stuff like that. And I was looking forward to, but then I realized just football wasn't me. Like I wanted something where my gifts is there. So I jumped to basketball, and it's been my catcher's mitt ever since.
Okay. That's awesome. Now, I know you said you had mentioned very briefly about your mother and just some of her health issues, and from my heart out to that, because I know it's difficult to help to assist with caring for a loved one, especially like after an event like that.
Yes.
That's a character builder within itself.
Yeah. So, but the crazy thing is actually, my mother passed away this past January.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she didn't pass back then when I was a child. She passed recently. When I was younger though, she was diagnosed with amnesia, aneurysm, and a stroke.
Oh my gosh.
And they said that she was not going to last. And I'll be real. I am a person of God. I am very spiritual in my own well self. And at the time I was just praying, let her see me graduate college. That's all I wanted. She got to see me graduate high school. She got to see me get my associates. She got to see me get my bachelor's, and she gave me 5 years after that. So to me, it hurts. Of course, it's my mother. No, I love her to death. But I was somewhat prepared for the situation, even though you're never prepared for the situation. The best way to say it.
Actually making me tear up a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. My mother was an inspiration, so I'm just trying to follow the same thing that she did through me. That's it. I'm just trying to do the same thing.
So with all of that, basketball, football, boxing, where did wrestling come in? Where did that transition start? Because I know with mine, I've always wanted to be in wrestling, and I was trying to actually help my friends build a promotion. And every time that I asked if I could do something involved, they would tell me I'm not trained. And so eventually I just got mad one day and said, fine, I'll go get trained and I'll be part of this damn promotion and I'll be just as good as the rest of you. So where did your story start as far as pro wrestling? Like where was your moment where you're like, I'm gonna be a pro wrestler happen?
Well, mine was a little bit of a dark situation. It took me 10 years to get my bachelor's degree. So this is near the time I'm 26 years old. I was working 2.5 jobs. I was in a relationship for 5 years with a woman that was clearly not showing support for me. I'm not going to show any ill will to her whatsoever anymore. I used to. Right. And I was falling into depression. So I was playing. And also the only thing that was keeping me hope was I played semi-pro basketball for 1 year. And this was the year that I was playing. And then when the season was over, the team got disbanded. So basically I was forcibly cut from the team. So of course I'm in depressed mode. I finally got what I wanted. It got stripped from me. So I started to do something a little different. I went back to I started thinking like, what things as a child would make me happy? So I started hanging out with some of my old friends, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And of course talking about wrestling. And at this time frame, this is where WWE was messing up with storylines. They're not making Dolph Ziggler have the push they wanted. Just like the writers were just screwing things up. So of course I made my own little writing draft, and technically none of the stuff I wrote, like I used to lie, I had a booklet. It was blank pages. I was going off the cuff. I was doing it.
Awesome.
But they were loving my stories. And then one of my friends, Armand, he asked me would I like to be part of his show? And I was like, wait, as a wrestler? And mind you, his is a backyard fed.
Right.
So in a very professional way, I was like, fuck you. I'm not doing this. Y'all guys are not trained. What the hell are you talking about? And he's like, no. I don't want you to be a wrestler. I want you to be our writer.
Oh.
I was like, oh. Okay. And then he gave me the address. And the address was literally around the corner from my house, like walking distance. And I just lost my car. So I'm looking like this is a sign or something. So I said, well, I'm off on Fridays. Why not? Right. So I went there. First day, chilled and hung out with everybody. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm down. He's like, what? You gonna be our writer? I swear and said, nah, I'm gonna wrestle. And technically I did backyard wrestling for 2 to 3.5 months. And then at that time frame, that's when I asked about going to ECPW. And going to be in a school, and then they took me to ECPW.
All right.
So I was trying to keep that part, closed, but since you asked a certain question, I haven't.
Hey man, everyone starts there. Everyone wrestled on the trampoline. Everyone wrestled, has those terrible, home video matches that they're so proud of. And then, you look back and like, oh, what was I thinking?
The funny part is I think I only have like 1 or 2 films of me literally doing something. And actually, I was like, no correction, let me lie. I'm gonna put a plug if I can remember my friend's company. I think it was XCPW. Yeah, XCPW. If you guys are ever bored, type those up. You actually might see first videos of me. And I'm actually having the name of the Diligent One. So you'll see how I started my charisma.
Okay.
My charisma started before the wrestling came in. Even though you can see certain things where, wow, he had it back then and I'm still doing it now, but I just wasn't refined.
There you go.
I like it.
Hey, like you said, everyone starts somewhere,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So now I know you just said too you had an associate's and a bachelor's degree. And what did you do?
So my associates was in business management. I kept it very simple. I had some dreams about working in corporate life, and then I started learning about being an entrepreneur. So I said, all right, cool. Got my associates, and I said I could start my own business that way. But I was at a roadblock where I didn't know what I can do as my business. Right. So of course I continued my education at NJIT in New Jersey. one of the top institutes, technology institutes out there. And I'm a business major in a technical school. So he's like, what can they fit you in? It was a brand new program. I got my degree. I really realized that on a serious matter, I wasn't really educated enough in my past. I had a very below reading grade level. So I had to teach myself college education while going through the cracks. So especially since I didn't graduate in 4 years, because I had to really teach myself college education. So it's because I didn't have nobody teach me what I needed to be done at a certain point. You know, I had people before that, like who's my mentor now. Oh, he's been my mentor. He's my 7th grade teacher. He used to help me with my reading and all that stuff. If it wasn't for him, wrestling wouldn't even be a thought in my head because he did so many things for me. But, you know, I did that, got my degree, and then that's when I started wrestling. And then I started realizing that wrestling is a business, of course, in itself, not just a sport, because I still have a sports mindset of wrestling. And then I made 3 brands. I made 2 brands. I have myself as Corey Dillinger, the brand, and I have my own beard growth treatment because one of the things I am very proudful of is my beard. Now, right now, is it combed? No, I had mask on all day because it's COVID stuff.
That's awesome.
But I do have my own product called Diligent Growth Treatment, hence Diligent One.
Nice.
And I've been having a few sales. I'm very grateful, and I have people proud of what they've done. And I'm just trying to be a spokesperson of my own brand. If I can't do that, who else would do it?
I mean, no one's gonna push you like yourself.
There you go.
Absolutely right.
Well, was that the one I said that to you at the dojo?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
What? Oh, no, he was around. No, he was around.
Yeah,
he wasn't. No, he was around when I said to somebody. I wasn't Boom Harden. It was like somebody else. Like Boom. Oh man, I missed the dojo. In his own way, I missed the dojo.
Yeah, but definitely send me a link to your product. We'll, we are more than willing to shamelessly self-promote for anyone on the show.
Appreciate it.
We'll tweet about it, share it on Facebook, do all that good jazz.
Absolutely.
If I had a beard, the Clark Kent job doesn't let me grow it out, I would. But
here's the
such a cute little baby face.
That's your niche. But here's the one thing about my product. My product's not about promoting you having a full beard. It's about promoting the full facial hair look you want. Because there's some people that can't get the full connection. Some people can just get mun chops. So like, I would love to get mun chops. I think that's like one of the only face styles I'm like, I cannot get the full mun chop because like you gotta have it like way out here.
Yeah, it's gotta be like up here.
Yeah, I would love to get that. Like when I saw Ludacris do it, I was like, that's a man that's making risk. And I think everybody should just get the best look they can and not try to get the trend. Because who knows? Like, I mean, honestly, this trend might be gone in next month, next year. Like, I don't know. But get the look that's best for you genetically. Like, it's about taking care of yourself. It's self-care. My beard product is about self-caring. Because people don't take care of themselves. Wrestlers don't take care of themselves. So if you think about it, if most wrestlers don't take care of themselves, how do you think people themselves do?
You're absolutely right.
Not wrong there at all. Oh man.
Because I definitely have nothing up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the hat came off.
Yeah, I have definitely nothing up here. I shave, so.
Oh man. So you brought up the dojo. You brought up, a couple people who you bumped into. What have been some of your favorite matches that you've had? Some of your favorite opponents out there in the wrestling world that you've enjoyed the most working with?
Well, one guy I definitely enjoyed wrestling. He passed away recently. Mm-hmm. I get choked up from the dojo war, from the CCW dojo. Mm-hmm. Oh man, you know who I'm talking about. I'm getting emotional just by trying to say his name. If you could say it for me, that'd be great, bro. Yeah, man. I remember having a match with him, and I think I was his first big man opponent, and he went to war with me, and he really showed himself, and DK, I miss you so much.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, DK, I miss you so much, bro. I know your future was last short, but we're gonna continue for you. That's one of my best matches. One of my most favorite, even though it wasn't the best, was actually matches with the people I start training with, like with Kenny Bangle, the Graysons, Sonny Kiss.
Nice.
Those are great times. And then I remember having a match with the Hitman for Hire, Mr. Grimm.
Nice.
That a lot of people don't know about that. That was in Philadelphia. Hopefully we'll have another one soon. There's a little spoiler at CCW. They wanted us to be a tag team.
Really?
And
I can see it.
But the problem was I was the last man to know. They went to Grimm first. So if I find out last, that means who said no. But I mean, I respect his decision. And I mean, like business. Hitman for Hire, his brand.
Mm-hmm.
So adding somebody else to his brand, is that really making it his? No, that's making the product somebody else's. So I give him the utmost respect for him for doing that, hands down. Like there's so many others, man. I just had who else? Oh, one of my favorite matches that I had, I feel like that made me feel like I show more worth, was actually me and Mike Orlando, and then back in 2017 or 18.
Okay.
We was at Ace Pro Wrestling, and I was supposed to originally wrestle TJ Marconi.
Okay.
And I think because of situations with his girlfriend or his health, he could not perform. So Mark Orlando stepped up. I was already excited because me and him technically trained together as well. So we finally had our first match. And let's just say, sheesh.
Oh man, I can hear how stiff that match would be. Oh man,
bro, it wasn't even that stiff, bro. Like it was hard hitting as hell. It wasn't like bad blood. Like it was like when you mean stiff, you mean like ill will. Like no, like we and him got. I feel me and him got so much respect for each other. This thing's just wobbling. me and him got so much respect for each other. That's like, if you don't hit me, you don't love me. You don't respect me. Right. So it's like we were just going at it.
Oh yeah.
But it was the move sets that we were doing, bro. It was like we made big man matches look how it was when we were kids.
Right.
And that's rare. Like you got two big guys. If two big guys cannot make you relive a 90s era match in your head, that is,
you hit it right there.
And that's what we did. In our own way, we did. Of course, we broke the barriers. Like this man did a freaking tilt the world head scissors on me. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
But and then plus his girlfriend, his fiance, Ali Rex, shout out to her as well. I accidentally punched her in the mouth.
Ooh.
Way to go.
That was not my mistake. I mean, that was not my on purpose to do so. She was hiding behind her man. She shouldn't have did that. And he dodged. I popped. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Lesson learned.
But of course, Mike got pissed because that was not part of the script. And we just kept going. We just kept going.
Oh man. It sounds like you had that connection. Like the one person I always go to when it comes to that is I talk about Bonifer, because me and him respect each other. We have the same mindset about wrestling. He loves that old, British style Regal Finley. I was trained in Virginia, so I know all the wrestlers.
I know you're talking about wrestlers.
Yeah.
The wrestlers.
So when me and him get in the ring, we're just like, let's go. And we just go at it like full 100%, just pedal to the metal. And it's like catching lightning in a bottle when you have chemistry with someone like that. So the fact that you and Mike Orlando could have a match like that just is awesome. And I know that feeling. I love that feeling on the inside. And I'm hoping.
Tell me about it.
I'm hoping because as you know, I've been hurt for the past forever.
I remember we had our conversation about your recovery, and I had you in my prayers all the time, bro.
I appreciate it. But now that the world's turning again, and the zombie apocalypse is starting to recede. I'm back to wrestling, so I have all these people that I want to get in the ring with, and I want to see if I have that chemistry with. And I'll do, I'm just ready to go, and I'm ready to get in there. So I know that feeling. I love that feeling. It just gets me hyped up.
Exactly. And then also on a side note, Mark Orlando to me is a good leader too. A lot of people don't understand. Somebody got to take charge in certain situations, and being a good follower is a key thing. There's people out there that just don't know how to follow, and without following, you can't lead.
Right.
So like that's another great attribute. Sorry for swiping all these damn notifications.
Good.
These girls hit my DM and stuff.
Uh-oh.
It's crazy.
Stay away from the crazy ones. No one gave Jay that information. Right, babe?
Nope. I don't want.
Man, you should have told me you had DM situations, man. I would have gave you the game, bro. Should have told me, bro. I got you. Seriously, I got you.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, now that we're reminiscing about these fun matches, fun moments, and just like lighting a battle, you actually have one of my favorite GTS moments like ever.
Oh no.
And it is when you and me were in the the junk in the trunk ladder match.
Yes. The whole God.
You were the only person to date to catch and reverse the Hadouken. And it was just so perfectly timed, so amazing. It still makes me laugh. It still makes me so happy to this day.
Bro, you don't understand how hard it was for me to catch that Hadouken and then bring it back to you.
Oh yeah.
Bro, like I almost passed out. Bring it back to you.
I felt it. I felt it launch me across the damn ring. So for those of you who don't know this story, me and Corey were in a ladder match. 6 or 7 men, it's a scramble of people trying to win this ladder match. And I pull out the old school Hadouken move.
And he's hitting every person left and right.
Oh yeah, just
left and right.
Someone gets up, Hadouken. Another one, Hadouken. And then Corey comes in. I go, Hadouken. And he catches it, turns it around, and redirects it at me. And I launch across the ring like I just got KO'd straight out of Street Fighter.
Now I actually want to find. I wish I knew what episode that was so I can
I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
Because I would love to put that in the screenshot saying when people
that
say
would be really cool to watch.
Like the perfect even that little clip is like the first saying when you don't think wrestlers are gamers. Perfect, right there. Yep. Oh, man, that was a good time. That was a good freaking time.
I love that one.
Oh man.
So
yeah, I go.
Oh, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead, Britt. My apologies.
No, it's all right. I was actually going to ask, who or how did you get involved with GTS?
That was really simple. I decided just to reach out to Grimm himself. Okay. Well, yeah, we can't say Mr. Grimm and Grimm, but that's the problem. It gets confusing. Yeah, I just reached out with Grimm, and at the time, I think it was somebody was a guest star there, and he told me what they did, and I reached out to Grimm, and he said, "Sure, why not come down?" We had a good segment. The only problem is, I didn't have a good card at the time, so I couldn't come every taping and whatnot. But for the one segment that got me over is a very controversial segment.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. I remember that one.
I don't know. I don't know if I have permission to speak about it right now.
I mean, you can say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I'm not gonna say the word entirely, but it was with a miniseries with Jada Key Evans, and why he was, which is now is known the Marquis. And at the end of the day, I got respect for the dude because like he does what he can to get over, and he worked hard for what he does.
Right.
I still to this day, I love Jay. I love working with Jay, and I hope to get back to the ring with him one day.
You will. Come to a place called UWA Elite. There's your hint.
I got you.
Yeah. So he said a certain word to me during the match. Let's just say the word that you're not supposed to say.
It's the word you think he's talking about.
It's the word that Booker T said to Hogan.
Boy.
That word.
Live during the match.
Whoa.
And that caused a lot of controversy, but at the same time, it became a great story because when I left, I think he beat me that night, and I actually got hurt, so I was gone. So while he was living the backlash and everybody saying he should get his ass kicked, he was just beating everybody. He didn't even know I was in the building. This is like a month and a half later, and then all of a sudden, I remember that exact segment. Grim's talking to him backstage at the old warehouse.
I still have the screenshot on my phone.
and Jay's just talking like, what are you talking about? Nobody. And then I'm right behind him. And literally my face is going,
oh my God.
Yeah, it looked like that. It's one of those, he's right behind me, ain't he, moments that you see in the movie.
And all you could hear was, surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my God. Ow, 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 ow.
You okay? You okay?
You know, I did something really stupid a couple weeks ago. I'm 33 years old. I was pretending I was at least like 10 years younger than what I really was. I was at a trampoline park with my nephews. Did a front flip. I landed it successfully.
Right.
Then I got a little cocky. Did another front flip, and then my shoulders, my neck kind of caught onto the barrier on the landing.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry if my sound went bad. I actually had to switch off and charge the phone, make sure we don't die this conversation.
You're good.
It's all right. So trampoline parks are fun, but when you're 33 years old and trying to recapture some of that lost youth, I mean, the boys laughed. They had fun. I'm now waiting to get into the chiropractor.
So basically what you're saying is you did not stretch. You just jumped in and now you're just taking the pain because we're the same age.
Yep.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Kirby, how old are you?
29.
I knew you liked those coolers. I knew you liked those coolers. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew you like those type of women. This is what made you cool. Because you know about the older. I knew you knew about that. Wise man.
I have good taste, man.
Yes, you do. Yes, she's a lovely woman.
Absolutely.
And that's wine. That's aged wine, bro. It's not fresh. That's aged. That's beautiful taste.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
It's all no. That's wow.
Oh my God! I found it.
No, you did not. No.
I'll try to splice it in so everyone can see it, but I'm definitely sending this.
Wait, hold on. Let me make that face real quick so you can hold me splice at the time. Like.
Yep.
That should be the thumbnail for this episode.
Oh my gosh.
With that episode and that whole story, I think that's where I got my little reputation of knowing, like, I guess, the sympathy card, which I did not want. I did not want that.
Right.
But showing how dominant and how powerful I could be within a situation. And then after that, just showing my skills. Like, what guy that's my size that can do up and overs and leapfrogs as if it's like I'm 120 pounds.
Wow.
Well, I'm exaggerating the number of 120, like say 180. But yeah, like I'm that falls into my basketball background.
Yep. That you were saying that earlier, that having a lot of that like basketball background, just being like that quick on your feet for even being like a bigger guy. That's
Oh yeah, you are easily not to blow smoke here, but you're easily one of my favorite big men. You're.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm a pretty decent sized dude myself, but you are, you got a couple inches on me. You're heavier, but you can work, man, and that is something rare, and that's what I've always like I think that's why I've always enjoyed watching you work, is because just because you're what, 6'4", 6'4", 6'5", give or take.
Wow.
You gonna tell you the truth, bro?
Yeah.
I'm only 6'2".
Them damn lifts.
That's the only time I'm gonna get away once. I'm gonna give it away one time. Yes, I'm actually 6'2", and I have a 2-inch boost in boots. Okay. But look at that. A guy in 2-inch lift boots can still move as if he's on the ground.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
But like you don't work like those old school stand there and be like this, kind of wrestlers. You can move. You're almost like a cruiserweight for someone your size. That's still pretty amazing.
Yes, I just don't do 450s. But I will say this though, I have worked on recently springboards.
Nice.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna pull out the pocket immediately, but yes. Let's just say when the moment happens, it's gonna be perfect.
Oh man, I'm excited to see it.
That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. You do that, bro. I'm gonna stick with the ground and pound. I'm gonna stick on the mat.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. He'll tell you, I love ground and pound. I love doing that. I love getting gritty and merciful.
Into fist fights.
Kurt Angle.
I said into fist fights. I've seen this man throw some hands in matches. Hell, I just watched one of your matches right before we hopped on.
Oh yeah, the one I did in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Is that where that was?
Yeah, that was in Atlanta.
I was gonna ask you.
In Atlanta.
I'm trying to branch out myself, so.
I know.
Atlanta might be a little far, but
it's not far. I think it's just time and location. So like, as soon as I'm done with my private work, doing security, like I'm a bodyguard and whatnot, I'm going to I'm trying to get a minivan and get like 5 to 6 people and say like, yo, bring your merch, bring this. We're going to just try to get booked. And the catch is every person has to bring a promotion in. So it's like, for example, I know you're very familiar with the Indiana territory.
Yeah, fairly decently.
Or West Virginia, preferably.
Yeah, I definitely know places in Virginia and North Carolina.
Yeah, so like those places. So it's like that's your niche. The reason why you're on the train, you're on the bus, because you're gonna help us get in. I know places here in Indiana now. So that's my job to try to get you guys booked for these shows while I'm doing mine. And everybody else does the same. So it's like everybody sharing their wealth. After that, you're on your own. It's like, what I mean? Unless everybody says, hey, we love this package deal, bring you guys again. And then it becomes a faction, then it's just way more easier.
Oh, yeah.
Because they can guarantee one big payment, unless everybody has their own payments, everybody got their own styles,
right?
Prices. And then they guaranteed at least 2 to 4 matches involving the crew.
I mean, hell, that's how a lot of indie guys got their recognition, just piling all in a car and working from, I'll use Punk as an example. Punk and Cabana driving from Illinois to Michigan, down to Indiana, over to Ohio, and then back to Illinois. They're riding in a car together. They're going to work each other the whole time. So you just load that car up, and you already know it's going to be a genuine match because you've seen them work everywhere else. And now you're just bringing that performance to your brand.
Yes. So true.
See, I know a little something.
Yeah, you know history. You know some history, kid. You know some history.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. He's a pretty smart guy.
Of course he's a smart guy. You picked him. You picked the Cub. You know he's a smart guy.
I know, I picked him. He also got good looks and he makes me laugh.
Oh, see, that's what's up.
And he also picked me to co-host this crazy little show.
That's the best time to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Merge business with quality time.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of brands, speaking of outside the ring,
right?
You brought up something right before we hopped on that I was hoping you're going to share with us.
Which was what?
A certain sneaker collection, I'm afraid.
What?
Because this man here, Corey Dillinger, he's all about his style, about his swag. So he's got he's got quite the collection that
all right. I'll just put it out there now, since he's trying to inch me in. I gotta change hats for this. So check it out. As my style in my personal life, I wear a size 14 shoe. Okay. So ladies, y'all know what it means when a man has big feet.
Big socks.
It means we have a hard time finding shoes.
Ain't that the truth?
Because you got now, especially nowadays, where people are just buying size 14 and 15 shoes just to resell them. They don't even have own. They don't even own them. They just do it just to get us so they can make profit. I respect you, but I don't like you. So,
scalpers.
So I decided to step into the game and become officially a sneakerhead. I started becoming a sneakerhead actually last year. So this is a crash course. So as of right now, I have about half or a little over half my inventory here in Indiana. The other half is in New Jersey. So I have a total of 35 sneakers.
Okay.
That's bad if you think about it. You bought 35 sneakers.
I have no room. I have no room to talk.
I mean, I can't talk. I've got like, and it's still growing. I've got like 8 or 9 different color pairs of Chucks, and it's still growing. And now I'm looking into custom colors.
But Chucks are, iconic. They're iconic. I had to clean this beard off. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Go.
I know they're iconic. I love
now.
Now
it looks much better. Yeah. But yeah, but I'm gonna show you some right now. So I have some right here that are prepared to get cleaned. Because one thing about me, I don't just blow money; I invest in these. So I have my own cleaning thing, and I'm about to flip this camera. Somebody on Snapchat just sent me an invite.
Go for it.
All right, these are the first ones.
Ooh,
there you go.
Actually, I like those.
If I can get rid of this filter, I just put on. But yeah,
very, very unique look to them.
So these are the Nike Blazer N7s. These are for Indian heritage.
Ooh.
So that you can tell by the colors and the patterns for Indian culture.
Nice.
Right.
So I gotta get these cleaned. Nike old school. This is something I can see Kirby wearing if you really want to. Like this style of shoe, not the color exactly, but the style of shoe.
Right.
I can see him wearing those. I think he'll like them a lot.
I appreciate.
Hold on, I'm getting a little upset. I'm trying to change this. There's filters. Get rid of this damn filter. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you see my cookies. There you go. All right, there we go. Next up, these are my dailies.
Classic.
The Jordan 1 Low Reverse Breads. They just remade a model of these out.
Those are awesome.
This year, I gotta get them cleaned. Like as you see, little scuffs there. I use this right here, my Crep Protect. It is a travel kit, so when I travel, it's my best thing I can use.
Nice. Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me switch this because you can see the rest of my stuff. Now we're gonna get to the creme de la creme. The creme. We're gonna step into the closet.
Or as Macho Man used to say, "Oh yeah, brother, I'm the cream of the crop." Oh my God, that actually did not sound half bad.
Did you just Macho Man me?
I just
totally Macho Man you, bro.
I just totally Macho Man.
What the hell are you trying to do? That's my thing. That's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing. Hey, anyway, here is the boxes of all my stuff, so you'll see how much I have here.
Okay. I applaud. At least you have the boxes.
So these, except for these shoes, these are the ones I flew here with. So these are the Jordan Deltas, in the Versace brown.
Oh.
So I thought that would be like a nice summertime tone. So I brought these with me.
Easily.
I'm not biased. I like Puma. These are the Court Clydes. These are basketball shoes, but they're very simple. To me, they're very minimalistic, but they're still comfortable to work out and play ball in.
And those are Pumas, right?
Huh? Yeah, those are Pumas.
Puma?
Yep, these are Pumas.
See, that's the thing I like. That's what I like that about Puma. Like they're very, very low to the ground, so like for like lifting or anything like that.
Yes, but like those are very high stop stuff. Those are high to the ground. Those got a good like 2-inch height. Now these are from a small company called MLO. At the time, I saw their stuff. This shoe caught my attention. I was looking for like some shoe that could travel that don't show creases, as you can see.
Right.
You know, but I like their shoes, and I found out these shoes remind me of the Adidas Crazy 8s. One of the shoes that Kobe used to have. I didn't realize until I bought these. But I decided not to mess with them anymore because even though the shoe's great, the customer service sucks. In my opinion.
Rough.
You know, so when I had my bad experience with them, I was like, you know, I'm good. I'll enjoy those shoes. I pay for them. Go for them. Now, we're going.
I'm good, honey. I'm good.
We're going to the grill. Now you might see some rare exclusive shoes. By the way, that if any sneakerheads looking for these, I am potentially selling them. You got to DM me.
Ooh.
So these right here are the Nike Blazers Vintage 77 Infinities.
Whoa.
You can tell by they're different because they're embroiled on check marks instead of just leather stitch. Got the bulk here. As you can see, white, never been worn.
Now they're claimed. They have your marking on them.
Yes. Now, I'm not a big fan of Air Forces, but when I saw these, they were, to me, revolutionary. These are recyclable. These are recycled Air Force. This is the Air Force ones made of recyclable material.
That's actually really neat. That's really neat. And I know a lot of companies are getting more and more like into building off of recycled materials. And like those look really cool.
Right. Now the one thing, if you look at this one's like a blue tone. And when I turn, it's a red tone.
Oh, like just based on the different lighting and stuff. That's really cool.
Exactly. So finally someone understand that. And I found out these are the lightest weight shoes.
Really?
From Nike, like in the top 3 when it comes to this. Top 3. So these are the perfect shoes if you was walking to the airport, no creases because of material. And they're so light that like you don't feel like you're dragging your feet. Because let's be honest, Air Forces have leather and that has weight later down the line where you feel like you can't carry that and you drag your feet and you scuff your shoes. I mean, we all scuff our shoes because we get lazy feet. And like I said, all these shoes are size 14. I don't do that. Oh, I'm gonna buy me a size smaller because they didn't have no more in stock. Nah, if it's not my size, I don't get them. All right, now we're gonna get a little more. We're gonna get a little more spicy shoes here.
Ooh. I like spice.
I'm a fan of Huaraches. If anybody don't know what they are. I don't. So the term Huaraches was a Mexican, I believe, type of old style sliding sandals.
Okay.
And Nike decided to make a sneaker years ago.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So this one is, I believe, the Biscuit Brown, not Desert Storm, but I think Biscuit Brown.
Okay.
And luckily, one of my friends caught me a all black variant because when I was in school, I had my first pair of those, and I fell in love with those shoes. So I was trying to get some back. Like right now, I'm just trying to get all the shoes that remind me of my childhood.
Right.
So I can feel happy inside. Because if you don't satisfy your inner child, how can you be happy?
You're right about that.
Now we're about to get into a little the pricier shoes.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, I already like they actually kind of give me like a blue Power Ranger vibe.
You could say that. They got a gray one out there. So this one is this is the Air Max 90 Premiums. So instead of having the leather with the nylon stitching, this is a nylon stitching with like suede material.
Nice.
Now, for a lot of these shoes, like I'm sure, like because of the material, you'll probably have to like try to waterproof them or something. Because if you don't, like the material will get funny.
Of course. Hence why that crepe kit I got, I have a water repellent spray coming in as well. So that's fine too. For all my Miami Dolphin fans,
All right. All right.
Ooh.
The Air Max Plus with the Miami Dolphins or Florida Marlins colorway. You know, some people slip out on the baseball team. I am a baseball fan as well. I have wore these. That's why you see how the bottoms are. And they're surprisingly very, very comfortable. Like, too damn comfortable, if you ask me. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just stack the rest of the boxes because each shoe is going to get spicier and spicier as I go.
Ooh, okay.
So to make this easier, instead of me going back and forth, and hold on, make sure I read that one. Yep. And I actually have a pair of Jordans in the. No, I caught them all.
Oh no!
I caught him.
Oh, quick hand.
I caught him. And my phone at the same damn time.
Nice.
All right.
Gotta love those reflexes.
There you go. So those 4 shoes are actually not heat. Well, the top box is the red Jordan 1s. Those other 3 are actually back in New Jersey. So I have the Carmines, the Jordan Carmines, 6s. I have some all white vintage course just to, keep it old school. And I got me some dad shoes called the Trimax in maroon. Okay. There we go. See, now I wish I had a tripod with all this stuff. Wait a minute. I might have something. Hold on.
All white shoes, you're brave, man.
Well, sometimes you gotta come clean with it. And as you can see in my closet, I have a decent amount of fashion. I don't try to look basic.
Right.
When I'm out. You know what? I'm getting that tripod. Screw this. Starting to sweat in the damn closet.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's not comfortable.
How much? Oh, I got 29. I'll get back to you later. Let's put you back on. We're gonna make this a stand off. There we go. All right, everybody see me?
Yep.
I see.
Cool. There we go. Now we're gonna make this work. Here we go. Put this mother lover right here. There we go, guys. We're in the closet. So close this damn door. Boom. There it is. All right. So for the first one I'm gonna throw on to you is this one. Mind you, all these are Jordan 1s. Highs and mids and lows.
Ooh. Now that's definitely rocking that Power Ranger look, and I'm loving it.
This is something Kirby would wear.
Okay.
If I wanted Kirby,
Very Orlando Magic.
He would have to wear these shoes. Cause I know how he loves blue. But yeah, these are the Jordan 1 mid Royals. They had one in orange. I missed my chance of getting the orange ones, but I'm happy I got the blues, and they're still.
They still have that. They still have that fresh new shoe smell.
Yes, a lot of my shoes I sadly haven't worn yet, but at the same time I didn't have a reason to wear them.
Right.
All right, so
hey.
that there.
You gotta find the right situation.
Sure I got the white jeans on standby, so when I wear these blues, they're gonna look good with some white pants.
Oh man.
Let's see what's this one. All right, yeah. So now we're gonna go low. We're gonna go low real quick. These Jordan 1s here.
Ooh. Okay. I would wear those. I like those.
So these are the universal blue lows. I believe SEs. No, they're just standard lows. And a lot of people say this could be like Puerto Rican blue, because I found out like one of my friends in Puerto Rican said, yo, these like Puerto Rican blue. They're not like universal blue, but you know how times change and color tones are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's how he.
Those give me like the Tar Heel vibe.
Exactly. Technically, it used to be called Carolina blue. I think for copyright purposes, they decided to put universal because I think Carolina was trying to take, I think, payments off of saying the term Carolina.
Did not know that.
Not these. No. That's too strong. Too strong. Here we go. Now, all right. Now we're about to get really spicy. I know you're yawning because you're bored.
No.
About to get spicy.
No, I'm yawning because I'm old. I work with the elderly and I'm getting tired.
Now these are for the ladies. Sometimes I know how they say they're survivors. So these are the Jordan lows from StockX. I'll plug StockX in there. The Jordan lows white camo. I'll zoom into the light. See the camo.
I'm like, ooh.
I see it. I'm liking it.
I like those a lot. My God.
What I love about these are the older editions, because the older ones had the 23.
Right.
And you
All
knew,
right.
you knew it was like one of the original ones when he first came out, I believe. I could be wrong. So I had these. My Carolina Blues and the red ones don't have those because those are newer editions. This is an older model. It's an older edition that don't make anymore, if I recall. So let's put the colors here. All right, so I showed you 2 lows and a mid. So I think I'm gonna go mid this time. Here. These just came in today.
Ooh.
Oh man, guys, we're getting a first
Unboxing.
look.
I saw these at the Nike outlet store and I was like, oh hell no, I gotta get these. But they didn't have my size, of course, because I wear size 14.
Right.
So, boom.
Oh my God.
Man,
Ooh.
that's some Lost in Hollywood colors right there. I'm loving it.
Look, if you can see the material, can y'all tell the material? It's not leather.
It looks like a suede.
Yup.
That
Full
belt?
suede. Full suede leather mix.
Ooh,
Oh my. Wow.
damn. Respecting that.
And mind you, I buy mostly only retail. I don't get suckered.
No scalpers here, damn it.
Except for the camos. I paid,
There you go.
I think I paid $10 over retail for these. And the shoes I'm about to show you, I swear, I think it's like my favorite lows that I don't want to wear unless I have a special occasion.
It has to be huge.
Where's baby fat? Here we go. Right here. Now these are called. So these are the purple quartz. No, purple quartz are the all white for women. So these is the purple Jordan Mids. Now these are called the tropical twist. I'm gonna give you a hint. Why would you think you call it tropical twist?
Because it's got all kinds. It's probably got like yellows and oranges.
Okay.
Like
what about you, Kirby? What you think?
I'm thinking something colorful, something like a Starburst bag just exploded all over a shoe.
Ooh, okay. Starburst
Nice.
bag. That's something different. Okay, something different. Well, tropical is for the location, and actually the color code starts with the shirt you got on, Kirby.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And what I love about these, the suede is here.
I see that.
All right.
Actually,
with the leather stitching and the detail with the tag. I love the tongue. The color of the tongue is going to complement the shoe. And these are brand new.
Another brand new. Mr. Dillinger is in his happy place, and I feel like we are interrupting.
And now these shoes are
never interrupt the man when he's in his happy place.
Now the shoes that I have at my in the office that's closed now are actually the Jordan Lows all whites, triple white. I wanted to show you those off. You know, it's just a classic all white sneaker. A lot of people don't show the flash of that. I missed my chance. And I got some Adidas coming in. I'm actually an Adidas fan too. My lineup of Adidas are actually New Jersey. So that's that. But I do have some all white Adidas low formals coming in. Now these are the old school of my thing. These are like the popular tone shoes. These shoes right now are valued at $440 resale.
Dang.
And I got mine's off the retail, which is $170.
Okay. I was gonna say, Kirby, are you still breathing over there?
I think so.
All right, you might need to close your eyes for this one because when you open, you be like, "What the hell?" So everybody close them up for a second.
I promise.
On the count of 3, open them up. Stop peeking.
I'm not peeking.
All right.
2, 3.
All right. I see you.
I think I might have to go shopping. I hate shopping. Wow. Just seeing those, like, that's bringing me back to high school. Like, that's giving me such like a little bit of a nostalgia feel for high school.
That's the main thing they are. And these, like I said, never been worn.
Oh. And again, they have the mark of the Dillinger.
So these are the Jordan 1 retro. These are my only highs. Retro highs OGs with the denim blue colorway.
I was gonna say, it definitely has a denim look to it.
Yep.
It's actually the suede is like scratched off with the, so it has the denim.
Like
appearance.
the faded
It has like
denim.
that denim fade.
Almost you could say, I don't have it in here, but it's almost like my denim vest that I wear for the race.
Exactly what it is. Exactly. You know, I ain't gonna put these back up because I know we're in an interview. That's very rude. We'll continue on the interview. But yeah, that is my shoe collection that I have here.
Loving it.
I got boots. Other than that, I got boots I put stuff a mud hole in. Oh, I forgot. Weren't you
My boots.
Weren't you a fan of skateboarding?
The roommate is. He's a big Vans guy. But
So I have these I brought. These are my beaters when I'm chilling.
okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like those.
I like them.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that famous skater? I can't pronounce his last name. It starts with a J and it ends with an I. Jabisky?
It's sort of familiar.
All right, so Jabisky, what to say? That man was a revolutionary dude for slip-on shoes with Nike. He's the one that made those popular because that was the first slip-on shoe for skateboarders. I believe that was all made by Nike.
Nice.
Nice.
And that is the collection I have here.
Damn.
In
Ooh, the casa.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I
man.
think I might actually have to do a little bit of shopping now.
I've definitely got to step the Converse game up after that one.
Listen, like the one thing that's making the Kingpin character work the most for me is because I'm a sneaker guy. I'm not coming in just wearing suits
Right.
and penny loafers. I want to relate to the youth. I want to relate to people of me. I understand that you can still be a boss without falling into that category. Not saying I don't appreciate it, because before I got to the shoe game, I had the suit collection. So a young guy having a suit collection was good, but where I lived at, it was a waste because I had nowhere to wear it to. Unless it was a wedding or a funeral, and I'm not wearing suits to funeral. Like, I'll be honest. I feel like, except for the one my mom had and my aunt year before that, I really am not a fan of wearing suits for funerals. Like, especially everybody's wearing dark colors. Like, I feel like part of me feel like it's a celebration to a certain extent as well, because we already know where they're going, and we should be being vibrant, happy, and positive, not just negative and moaning. But I understand when we lose one, it's hard to just be positive.
Right. Oh, I got an interesting thought for that, but I'll tell you after we get offline. But
okay.
Oh man, I think that's a lot. Whew. Let me catch my breath here. All right, let's wind down. Corey, I want to thank you for coming on the show. It was kind of just short notice. I was like, hey, you want to hop on? You're like, yeah, let's do this. So I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your story, sharing your own little personal collection. I've got, as you can see, I've got my collection.
Listen, I admire your collection from every time we had private conversations before this whole podcast. So trust me, like the one thing I was trying to, I had a surprise for you.
Okay.
I actually ordered the Blue Ranger helmet.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get it here in time, but it didn't.
Man.
Pushed for it, so that was really my big surprise. I was actually gonna turn on the video with the helmet on.
I love it. No, I've gotten the chance to meet David Yost. Awesome individual, great human. So like that's dope. That's really dope. But Britt, do you have anything for our illustrious guest before I sign us off?
I got nothing. I mean, I'm pretty spent for the night, man. That was like the shoes just. Woo. But I mean, like this was awesome, so much fun. Kirby has talked so much about you. So just getting having this opportunity to sit down and talk with you, it's been wonderful.
I appreciate it. I appreciate both of you guys actually giving me the opportunity to come here and share a little personal of myself. The funny part is it's crazy. I'm usually an asshole, and because of Kirby, I'm not being that guy. Like, a lot of people need to understand this, and this is something really serious. People who are considered somebody as a bad guy, a villain, a heel, it's only because they're going against what they believe. But if you look through the villain's mindset, they're a hero in their own right. I want you to think about that, because that's how I'm living my life as a kingpin. If you look, and if you actually look deeply, if you're a big fan of Luke Cage, which I am, he displays that at the end of the season when he becomes the kingpin.
Season 2, yes.
He becomes what he hates to protect what he loves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the same thing what Spider-Man Kingpin did? He did all this fucked up shit to get something that he loves. Now, granted, he was an abusive father. He screwed up. That's understandable. But in his motive, he's with the love that he's trying to get back. So the love that I'm trying to have for myself is basically the love that I deserve. And I'm just doing it at any cost.
There you go.
I dig it. So thank you, Corey, for coming on. Thank you for sitting down with us. Before we log off and before I sign this off, where can the people find you?
Man, I wish you had those little bullet things you could just add here. So guys,
don't worry, all links will be in the video description below, I promise.
All right, awesome. So
yes.
I'm going to try to break it down because they're somewhat long. If you're trying to find me on Facebook, you just put Corey Dillinger, CoreyDillinger. I do not make you laugh. Also, if you try to find my fan page, which I prefer you to find, just put the diligent one, Corey Dillinger. I'll gladly be able to more respond to you guys on there. My personal one has been full, so I can't be able to reach out to you guys. So it'll be really, really hard to do so. If you're trying to find me on Instagram, which I'm very, very active on, it is C.Dillinger, and I'll spell it again, DILLINGER. All right. And then also for Twitter, which I am growing to love again, because I could not stand it back in the day. It is actually the diligent one, DADILIGENTONE.
Wow.
I told you it's a lot.
So I appreciate it, Corey. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Kirbside podcast.
Thank you.
As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, tap that little subscribe button so you never miss any uploads. Also, we are on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. And just in, we now have merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Where are we not?
We're all over the place. We're branching out.
Wait. Pause. How the hell did you get on it, but I'm not?
Because that's how Jay Kirby rolls, man. That's how Jay Kirby rolls.
Oh no, I gotta talk to management at Pro Wrestling TV. How the hell a podcast just get buzzed before a guy who's been busting their ass for 6 or 7 years can't even get a t-shirt on their fucking website? And by the way, guys. Since you want to do that, I got your ass. Hold on. I got your ass.
Yeah.
So my mom yelled at me. Nothing bad. She told me not to go to the gym tomorrow.
Make sure to get your own Corey Dillinger merchandise. If you need anything, please hit my own social medias. DM me, and we work on your price. Their price is $20 per shirt. Face masks are $10. Make sure you're diligent in your own brand.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to get a shirt now because I think he just sold me on the shirt.
Definitely. So thank you everyone for watching.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Corey, for joining us. And we will see you guys next time.
Take care, guys. Stay diligent.